Hey, beautiful souls, what's up? I'm so excited to have you here. We're talking about manifesting things as easy as making a cup of coffee. It's the easiest, best, most actionable manifestation method that I have ever seen and ever used. It's really what up-leveled my manifestation journey from sometimes hitting the mark, sometimes getting what I wanted, into getting exactly what I wanted when I said it. So I owe Supermoon Tarot the idea and the inspiration, and I've kind of added my own twist. This is what we talk about in the first module of my manifestation course. So if you're not signed up already, the price goes up at the end of the month. September 30th, it's going to go up about 25%. So if you're thinking about it, if you're on the edge, I have kind of a loyalty price right now for those of you who have been following me for a while, and then it goes up to the intended price. So it's called the cup of coffee method. It should feel as easy as making your morning cup of coffee. And while things like scripting work, while you're setting your intention, so you're telling the universe what you want, writing it down in a journal is amazing. I love that. When you start to script things out like 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the middle of the day, 9 times at night, or like write it down 50 times a day, you don't do that in your day-to-day life with the things you already have, right? Like this coffee cup is mine. I'm not sitting down and I'm not writing out 50 times. I'm so happy and grateful for this really cute little pottery mug. I love this mug. I'm very grateful for it. I am happy and grateful for it, but I'm just busy enjoying it. Same with my car, same with my relationship, same with the people in my life, is I don't have the time and energy to write that stuff down all the time. So if you like scripting, I encourage you to use it to brainstorm, to get things out on paper, to get specific with your goals and with your manifestations. But the cup of coffee method is how I hope you can start bringing it into your life a little bit easier and a little bit more quickly. So the thing with manifestation, and I'm sure you've heard people talk about this before, is that you want it to feel like it's already yours and you want to vibrate at the same resonance or frequency as the thing that you want. So it's easy to accept a free cup of coffee, right? Like if you went to a cafe, most of us, if our friend was like, hey, I'll get you this time, buys you a $2 or $3 cup of coffee, usually we'll accept that. We might feel a little uncomfortable. We might have some kind of work to do around receiving, but overall, we'll feel pretty good about accepting a $3 cup of coffee or a $2 cup of coffee. Most of us, whether we drink coffee or tea or water in the morning, it doesn't have to necessarily be actual coffee. But we're fine to wake up and make our oatmeal or wake up and make our coffee or wake up and make our tea. We don't think about it because we're so attuned to that frequency. We're so used to that being a part of our reality that we just go and we make it. It's no big deal. And so that's how I want you to start to think about manifestation. So for the bigger things, like let's say you want to manifest $1 million or your dream relationship or, dream career, the big stuff, a big idea, $1 million idea, whatever it is, time, it might be a little bit more time between when you say it and when you get it. That's okay. But I want you to start feeling that as you say things and you activate that inner gooey light within you, it's easy to go and get it. And how do we do that? How do we go from not having the $1 million to having the $1 million, from not having the dream relationship to getting the dream relationship? It needs to feel like an easy vibrational match. And so the cup of coffee method kind of tricks your subconscious a little bit, in a good way, into getting exactly what you want when you want it. You don't question whether you deserve your coffee. So I hope we can get you to the point where you don't question if you deserve that dream job, that dream paycheck, that dream amount of money in your account, that dream relationship, whatever it is you want to manifest. I want it to feel as easy for you as, oh yeah, I'm just going to wake up and get my cup of coffee. I'm just going to wake up and I have $1 million in my account. I'm just going to wake up in the arms of my dream relationship, whatever it is. And so that's why we do the cup of coffee method, is to start to train ourselves to feel like if I say something, if I decide to manifest something, it happens. And the best way to do that is to make it feel real. And the best way to do that is my cup of coffee method. So essentially what I want you to do is take a few deep breaths and just ask to see or feel your inner light or your inner wisdom. Ask if you can talk to that part of yourself. And kind of how I visualize this or see this is kind of like a gooey white, yellow light, and that deep sense of knowing, that deep sense of who you truly are here, deep within. So take a few deep breaths and ask to like feel that piece of you. I'm getting a shudder through my body in a good way. It feels great. It feels kind of electric, and it feels like the energy of I am. And you are a creative being. So this gooey light source within you, that's the essence of who you are. The up here fluttery stuff, that's worry, that's duality, that's your ego sometimes. That's not the essence of who you are. That's part of the human construct. Whereas here and here in your heart, this is where you really are. This is the essence of you. So I want you to get into this gooey place. Breathe into that. Feel it kind of fill your aura, fill your bubble. And then I like to do a little hand gesture. I like to go like this to kind of connect. You can do this, you could do this. Make it kind of a spell or a ritual for yourself. And from this like lit up, gooey, I'm tuned into the core of who I am, whatever vibrational resonance, like the core of who you are is, you go. I'm manifesting a beautiful cup of coffee or tea or whatever you drink. Or I'm manifesting, or I have a beautiful cup of coffee. I have a beautiful cup of coffee in my hands. And then go make your cup of coffee or your cup of tea or your morning oatmeal, whatever you do daily that feels like, of course I have this. I always do this. So I'm going to pour myself my cup of coffee. I'm going to take a first sip. And then I'm going to tell myself, wow, I'm powerful. And I'm going to go, I accept this. Breathe into that, feel that gooiness, and I receive it now. You can even do this before you make your cup of coffee, before you pour your cup of coffee. But you want to say, I accept this, I receive it now. Breathe into it. Breathe right into your gut through your gooey lit up place, and then go make the cup of coffee or the bowl of oatmeal or whatever you do daily, a cup of tea. It doesn't have to be coffee. And then when you take that first sip or that first bite, I want you to lean into the power of, oh my gosh, I just said this and it happened. And I know you're probably like, Leo, of course I have coffee. Like everyone has coffee in their house. It's not that big a deal. The thing is that you had to make the money to go get the coffee. You had to make the money to pay your water bill. You had to, find a place that has a sink that you can pour water into your coffee maker. You had to manifest the coffee maker. You had to decide you were going to go to the store, manifest the way to get to the store. So, or like order online or whatever. There's like 8 or 10 steps of manifestation to making a simple cup of coffee. We just tend to be like, well, that's normal. That's fine. We kind of don't put that much weight into it. But when you really break it down, a cup of coffee is like 8 or 10 steps of making it happen in your reality. And so when you want the dream career or the dream partner or whatever, there might be like 20 steps or 10 steps or something that you need to go through. And instead of being down on yourself, you go, well, I've manifested like thousands of cups of coffee. I've manifested so much takeout. I've manifested this and that. You know what? I even said in a basketball game, I was going to get a hoop from this aligned place. And then I scored that basket, So start to implement this in your day-to-day life and lean into the power of that light. Lean into the feeling of I said something and I went and made it happen minutes later. That's going to prime you so that when you start to ask for the big stuff, I'm a millionaire by the time I'm 30. I accept this and I receive it now. Thank you, universe. And then you can start to feel like the particles magnetizing towards you. So instead of trying to script it all out and force it to happen and out of sheer will and willpower, you're making this happen. Start to do it with the little things. Start to do it when you order takeout. Start to do it when you make your coffee or tea. Even if you're pouring yourself like a glass of wine at night. If you know you're going to go get coffee with your friend, manifest the experience. Go, me and my friend are going to have a great day and we're going to go get a cup of coffee. I accept this. I receive it now. And then you go have your coffee date and you're like, wow, I was so powerful. I said it and it happened like an hour later. That's so cool. Look at how powerful I am. And you start to trick or program your subconscious really into accepting that what you say happens. So I hope this serves you well. It's so powerful. I have, manifested things that I didn't even know was possible with this. And it's so simple, which I love. It really doesn't have to be overcomplicated. The trick to manifesting is being open and receptive long enough for the universe to give it to you. after you set your intention. So tuning into this gooey, warm, powerful light place within you and saying it once and saying, I accept it and I receive it now. That's the power. That's the money. That's where the magic happens. And then you go make the thing happen. And then as you start to manifest bigger and bigger things, it feels less and less scary. And, intrusive thoughts still happen. If you're trying to manifest your dream job or your dream life or whatever's going on that you really want to make happen, and it feels a little bit out of reach, you might get some intrusive thoughts come in. It might be like, why isn't it here yet? What's going on? Et cetera, et cetera. And what I encourage you to do is close your eyes for a second and imagine like you're swiping it out of your consciousness. You just need to tell yourself, well, I've manifested like 20 pizzas, like thousands of cups of coffee. I even made the weather change. I made it stop raining. I got that basketball hoop, whatever it is. I made that happen. So I don't need to worry about this. Of course, the $1 million is mine. Of course, the dream friendship is mine. Of course, X, Y, and Z is mine. And then you just have to chill and then breathe into it and go, I accept it. I receive it now. I don't need to worry about this. Swipe it out. So it's not your job to worry. It's not your job to script. If you were to script every single thing you owned, it would take way too long. And enjoy making magic every day. Every word you say is a spell. So you can either bless your life or curse your life. And I hope the cup of coffee method helps. So just to recap before we say goodbye on this video, you tune into that gooey light. You go, I am, and feel that light. I'm manifesting a beautiful cup of coffee, or I have a beautiful cup of coffee. I accept it. I receive it now. And then you pour your cup of coffee. You pour that beautiful cup of coffee. You take a sip. You feel the power of making that happen within minutes. And you go, wow, I'm such a good manifester. I'm such a good manifester. I made that happen within minutes. So enjoy being powerful. You are powerful. If you break things down, there is no difference between on a molecular energy level, a cellular level. There's no difference between you and the person you admire. There's no difference in like the universe's eyes between you and the person who has the dream house or the dream job. They just maybe got it a little bit faster. So what is meant for you will come to you. If you're really not meant to have it, it won't happen. If you feel like joining my manifestation course, I highly recommend you sign up in the next week because it's going to go up on September 30th to a little bit of a higher price. And there's a 14-day money back guarantee. So if you're like, I hate this, this is not for me, why did I sign up? No questions asked. You get your money back if you do it within the first 14 days after purchase. And we cover this in the first module, but every module after that has actionable steps. There's a 50-page workbook with really amazing, powerful, actionable worksheets for you to go through to help you step into your power and also help you release, because really it's easiest to manifest in a vacuum. So if we're holding on to beliefs that don't serve us, if we're holding on to past lives that don't serve us, there's something in our life contract or life blueprint that's blocking our manifestation. I have guided meditations to go look at that and see what we need to do to shift that energy and maybe step into our highest and best timeline. Same with past lives or ancestral trauma or soul retrieval. All that stuff is built into the DNA of this course so that you can create that vacuum, step into your power, start commanding things into existence, and getting really specific. Because one of the things with manifestation is a lot of the time we're not specific enough. So a cup of coffee is easy, but if you're trying to manifest your dream job, have you been specific enough? A lot of people I see trying to manifest a dream relationship don't even bother to say, I want someone who's single and emotionally available. And then they find the right person, but they're not open to a relationship. So the universe is very literal. So we go through all of that. It's so actionable and easy. And, I am so proud of this course. So I'd love to see you in there. Absolutely no pressure. This is enough to get you going. The cup of coffee method is and if you want to go a little bit deeper on the clearing and healing aspect and intention setting part, I'd love to see you in the course. So enjoy, manifest those cups of coffee, manifest your dream life, manifest the things that you want, and know that the way the universe works is this gooey light piece existing, calling things towards it. It's like, I don't chase, I attract energy we're making by tuning into this, saying it once, and just knowing beyond a shadow of a doubt it's as easy as making a cup of coffee. So I love you. Have a wonderful day. Take care, friends.